Hello learners, I am Parikshit Saikia and welcome to another very exciting session on Unacademy CAT-alyst. In today's session, we are going to talk about a very important question. The answer to the question, what LRDI strategy do I need to follow so that I master this section of the CAT? Remember, LRDI is one section which a major part, which a majority of aspirants, I would say, find it difficult. And this question comes again and again. What's the strategy that I need to follow to master this section? That's what I'm going to answer in the next 15-20 minutes of this session. So stay tuned. So this is me, your educator on the platform. Thanks to my learners, I have the highest live class rating on this platform. Okay, a lot of happenings on Unacademy in the next few days. A lot of new batches are starting. A weekday batch, then on the 15th of May you have a weekend batch, and then on the 19th of May you have an exclusive weekday evening batch. Now if you are interested to subscribe to any of these batches, remember you got to enroll on Unacademy Plus, or for that matter on Iconic CAT on Unacademy, right? Now while doing so, remember to use the code Parikshit Live, because if you use the code Parikshit Live, A, you will get 10% discount on the subscription fee, and B, this is the only code which will give you free mentorship. I repeat, free mentorship from my side. And mentorship is all about going beyond your class hours to help you with any doubt that you might have, help you with your strategies, and basically be your mentor till the CAT 2021. Let's get started with today's session. Okay, LRDI strategies, right? That's what our agenda of discussion. Let's talk about it. Okay. Now, LRDI strategy, right? Then there might be multiple strategies that you might be following. But what I'm going to tell you today is probably the strategy which year after year every topper follows, right? Okay. Now, let's divide the strategy into some phases. The initial few months I will call the start phase. Okay. I will call it the start phase. The start phase of your LRDI strategy. Now, some of you might have already completed this phase. You might have started probably 4 months early, 5 months early, or some of you have just started, or some of you are yet to start. So for you, this is going to be a very important phase wherein you will build your basics. Remember one thing, okay? LRDI in the last 3-4 years had changed completely. 2000 post 2015, LRDI had changed completely. And these last 3-4 year CAT papers, if you have a look, it's not about any prior knowledge that you have, but it's basically about a structured thought process that you need to develop. A structured thought process. Okay. Now in this structured thought process, I would say, in this start phase, okay, in this phase wherein you are focusing on your basics, you should at least try to solve minimum 200 to 250 sets. At a minimum 200 to 250 different types of sets. And it's very important that you expose yourself to a different variety of sets. It's no longer sufficient to solve 50 sets only on, let's say, a linear arrangement, or for that matter, 50 sets on circular arrangements. Doesn't serve the purpose, especially in this years of the CAT where the focus has shifted completely. You might not even get a linear or a circular arrangement question. Having said that, that in no way implies that you don't practice linear arrangement. What I'm only trying to say, if out of 250 sets you are completing in the starting phase, right, probably you might want to try 10 arrangements, 10 arrangement case lists, 10 max. You know what, 10 arrangements, then 10 probably selections. You get the point? Then 10 probably distribution, and so on. 10 sets on cubes. And remember, one set is 4 questions. So basically you are practicing 4 into 10, 4 into 10, 40 questions per topic. 40 questions per topic, which is a very good distribution. Right. Now what happens is, when you are exposing yourself, and trust me, this will go on. There is no end to it. If you ask me, do you have a specific syllabus for LRDI portion in the CAT? No, there is absolutely no specific portion in your CAT, right? But hence it is very important that you expose yourself to as many different varieties as possible. Because I don't know how many of you realize it. at the end of the day, if you look at the last 5-year cutoffs for LRDI, last 5 years, you know what? The cutoffs have been less than 50%, less than, or I would say approximately equal to 50% of the questions. Think about it. I'll give you an example. Let's take an example of the year 2017. Okay, 2017 CAT paper. You might want to go back and look at this paper. You know what? In 2017 paper, there were 8 sets in LRDI. Okay, and out of the 8 sets, if someone could solve 3 sets, I'm just talking 3 out of 8, right? 3 sets means 12 questions, because one set would generally have 4 questions. You end up with a 99 plus percentile. What does this indicate? This indicates that you don't have to try solving a lot of questions. It's about just able to solve 3-4 sets in your exam. Trust me, if you're able to solve 4, it would be close to a 99.5 percentile, right? Out of 8, assuming that there are 8 sets. So here, the final outcome is all about being able to solve 3 to 4 sets on the day of your exam. Now, first point, as you understood, it was the structured thought process wherein you expose yourself to different types of sets and different varieties of sets. That's point number 1. Now, point number 2 is, okay, I get a set, I have got a set, there is a question in front of me. How do I approach the question? The first thing that you need to learn is the data arrangement. It's very important that you understand how to arrange the data. When I say arrange the data, what do I mean? Remember, unlike quants, where probably it's just a 2-liner or 3-liner, LRDI many a times is half a page, or probably 3 paragraphs or 4 paragraphs. At least the first thing that you need to learn at a minimum is, did you learn how to arrange the data? Probably you need to draw a table. Or it could be there is a Venn diagram that you need to draw. Or if it is a table, were you able to identify the different column headers? Because the column headers are nothing but the variables that will help you solve this case slip. Were you able to identify the proper way of representing your data? Right? That's very important, because at the end of the day, remember, LRDI got to be distinguished from a verbal section where it's all about comprehending what the passage is saying, right? Here you got to take a note of the data, and did you put it in a proper format is the second learning that you need to have. The first is exposing yourself to different types of sets. Second is the data arrangement. That is very crucial. I think 50% of your job is done if you know how to arrange the data in a given set. And by arranging, I don't mean solving. I just mean noting down the data in a proper pictorial way such that it becomes easy to solve the case then. Point number 3. Okay, do not focus on time at this point of time. Don't look at your time at this point of time. It's all about, am I learning to solve the case? Point number 3, you know what point number 3 is? Where am I getting stuck? Where am I getting stuck in the caselet? As an example, there is a question, okay, and there is probably a table, and in this table, okay, this is probably a caselet, and in this table, you know what, you have been able to, let's say, pick, or you have been able to, let's say, identify 3 or 4 data values, and you have well identified. But after this 4 data values, the 5th data value, you simply aren't getting how to put it in the cell. You simply don't understand how to put that data value in the cell, right? You got stuck somewhere solving the caselet. You have got stuck. Okay. Now, while getting stuck, right, there are two ways of it. Okay. You have got stuck now. Okay. Now, what happens is there are 2 categories of students. Category 1 student will now look at the solution, and look at the entire solution. He or she will read through the solution, and then probably will say, oh, now I understand, and I start going back and try solving it. I think that is a wrong way of learning. That is a wrong way of approaching. You know what? When you look at the solution, please don't look at the entire solution. Only look at this point. The point where you are getting stuck, and how to go to the next pointer from here, because probably you are getting stuck in point 4. Just try to find out from the solution, view the solution, or look at your book, whatever you are solving it from. you know what? How did I get past this problem, this particular statement, right? Just look up till here. Moment you get this, you come back, fill it up in your cell, pause the video or don't look at the solution, but continue solving your sum again. Have a look that the entire case then, was this the only point where you got stuck? If yes, trust me, it would give you a lot of confidence. Then looking at the entire solution and then coming back and trying to solve it. That would be an incorrect way of approaching the question. You get the point? And also, never start solving a question without giving a try. I mean, you never look at the solution first in a LRDI puzzle. That would be the most inappropriate way of practicing LRDI sets. You know what? When you get an LRDI set, you got to first try it out. Try it out for how much time? Probably 10 minutes, probably 15 minutes. But definitely those 10 minutes, at a minimum, you give it a try. Only if you are not able to solve, you look at the solution. You look at the solution, right? Now, this is what the start phase is all about. And as I always say, keep revising. Probably every weekend, okay, the Saturdays and the Sundays, just revise the already solved case list. You might have solved probably 10 case lists from Monday to Friday, 10 case lists you might have solved. Saturday and Sunday, take some time out of your schedule and go back, revisit those 10 case lists once again. Revisit those 10 case lists once again. Correct? This is your start phase of the preparation. If you are viewing me live and if you have any questions, you are most welcome to post your question and I'll be glad to answer them. Yes, this is your start phase and I hope I have made sense of your start phase. The next phase would be the time phase, right? The time phase, I call it the mid phase, right? The start phase, the mid phase of your preparation. What is the mid phase of your preparation? It is with a timer. A timer on probably a 30-minute timer or a 45-minute timer. Don't put a very long timer initially. Probably have a 30-minute timer or a 45-minute timer initially. Okay. As an example, I will say 45 minutes. A timer on for 45 minutes. In this 45 minutes, you pick up any three random sets. Three sets. Okay. Three random sets. Okay. Three random sets. Obviously, high quality sets you will pick up. When I say random, I just don't mean any three low quality. I would say high quality, three random sets you pick up. Okay. Start the timer. Don't try to solve the three caselets in serial order. It's not like caselet 1 got to be solved first. No. Then caselet 2. No, that's not what I mean. With the timer on, right, 45 minutes at the timer, what you need to find out is, out of these three random sets, was I able to solve at least two of them? And at least two of them, and when I say two of them, did I solve the most easy one? The most easy one. Many a times what would happen is, when you pick up randomly, especially if there is no error and you know that you have not solved this caselet before, you pick up caselet 1, caselet 2 and caselet 3. There would be scenarios when caselet 3 is the easiest caselet. Correct? And probably, if you especially pick up random, again I repeat, it needs to be random. You need not be knowing which set is difficult and which set is easy. And let's say this one is a tough one and this one is a tough one. Trust me, many a times in the CAT, this is where students face a lot of difficulties. What is the difficulty? The difficulty is just that caselet 3, which was the easiest, is at the very last. And because I have not been able to solve the first 5 caselets, I have already been demotivated enough, A, and B, I might not even have the enough time to come and solve the last caselet. That should not be the case with you on your exam day. Remember, on the exam day, there are 5 caselets. There is a very high chance that probably the last 2 caselets are the easiest, right? Hence, it is very important that when you are preparing for a competitive exam like the CAT, you got to have a timer, and in this 45 minutes, you need to ensure that did you pick up the easy ones and solve. Because at the end of 45 minutes, when you look at the solution, you should be, yes, caselet number 3 was probably the easiest and I solved it. Caselet 1 was a difficult caselet. I could not solve it, not a problem. But now I'm going to look at the solution for caselet 1, see what's the learning out of this caselet. What's the learning out of the caselet, right? You're not going to leave the caselet because at the end of the day, there is some learning. You are going to learn that caselet, right? When I say learn, practice the caselet, view the solution, but definitely the easy ones and the moderate ones, you got to solve. You got to solve them. The next part, when you do a timer, right? Another thing that is very important that you need to learn. Let's say you start with caselet number 2. You start with caselet number 2 as an example, okay? I would say it is an art. What is an art? The art to leave out this caselet. Leave. When I say leave, you know what? You have spent 3 minutes on this caselet. And at the end of 3 minutes, at least you should be in a position to know whether I will be able to solve this caselet if I spend another 5 minutes. Can I solve or will I not be able to solve? See, this is an art. The most difficult part of your preparation is this. Having spent 3 minutes or 4 minutes, 4 minutes, max 4 minutes, or max to max, worst case scenario, 5 minutes. But at the end of 5 minutes, am I able to answer one simple question? 5 minutes are over. Do I go to the new caselet, or do I continue with this caselet? This is an art, and it will only and only come if you put in a lot of effort. This is definitely an art. It's not a science. I can't tell you that, you know what, you look at these pointers. If these pointers are fulfilled, you continue solving. If not, go to the next. No, this is an art. The sooner you can decide whether you'll be able to solve this caselet or you are not able to solve this caselet, the better a position you will be in your CAT. Trust me, many a times in the last 8 years of my teaching, I have come across students who tell me, sir, what happened? 20 minutes I spent on my first caselet and I could not solve it. You are almost done. If the first 20 minutes of your IPL, just imagine, it's a 20-20 over IPL, right? 20-20 over IPL match, and the first 10 minutes or 15 or 10 overs or 15 overs are gone. Now if you realize that I'm losing the match, yes, you have lost it. You have just lost it, right? So you can't let go of 20 minutes of your time and then come across to the conclusion, I can't solve this. That would be a blunder. So if you're not able to solve it, that's perfectly fine, right? That's perfectly fine. And but that you got to realize probably within 3 to 5 minutes. The sooner you realize, the better it will be. And hence it is very important that once your start phase is over, once you believe that, okay, the basics are clear, and from now on, I got to practice with a timer on. I got to practice with the timer on, and I'm not going to solve all sets, but am I able to solve the easy ones and the moderate ones? Remember, in some of your books which are there in the market, right, the questions are so difficult that even if you solve it 2 times, and even if the same caselet comes in your exam, you are going to take 20 minutes to solve this caselet. Ask yourself, is it worth to put in so much time for that particular caselet in the book, which even if I can solve in the exam will take 20 minutes? No, you just leave out that caselet, right? There is absolutely no point trying to solve a caselet which is so very difficult that you take 20 minutes even if you solve it in your exam. Please leave out those sets. It's just a wastage of time. Trust me, in your exam you get a lot of easy sets and a lot of moderate ones. Your focus should be on solving the easy and the moderate ones and practicing the easy and the moderate ones, so that when you get it in the exam, you are able to solve it. You are able to solve it. Correct? Okay, and the third phase of your preparation, it will be definitely the mocks. Definitely gonna be the mocks. Mocks are very, very important and a crucial part of your LRDI strategy. Now, how do you gonna give the mocks? That I will keep it for a later part of the discussion. I'm gonna keep it for a later part of the discussion. But definitely, mocks is something probably you have not started at this time and will start only in a couple of months, right? So I will discuss this in a separate video of mine. But yes, one thing I must tell you, if any of you are my plus students, a lot of you are already my plus students, several hundred members, right? And if you are not a plus member, but if you wish to subscribe to Unacademy Plus, or for that matter to my classes, or for that matter to LRDI, you know what? On Unacademy Plus, I have taken around 200 hours of very high quality LRDI sets. When I say high quality LRDI sets, I mean from the very basic to the advanced level. As an example, someone who is a very beginner, okay, beginner to LRDI, you know what? You would go to my profile on Unacademy, filter on Plus, and you'd go get all these courses. You would have to start from here, LR Sequence 1. When I say Sequence 1, why is it Sequence 1? Because it is the easiest sets, easiest caselets are here, right? And the basics have been taught in this particular course of mine. What will be the name of the course? foundation course on logical reasoning. Once the foundation is done, probably you'd want to go to LR sequence 2. What is sequence 2? Conceptual. You'll get to learn how to apply your concepts, right? And how many hours of videos per course? It's mentioned here. So around 200 hours of videos I have taken, where around 500 to 600 case lists of different varieties have been solved. Someone who is at an advanced level probably will come to DI and LR sequence 9. DI and LR sequence 9. So for everyone, something is there. And the number just keeps on increasing, right? Every time I take a new case list, it gets added here. So at this point of time, there are 200 hours of videos, LRDI videos, and another 6 months, right? We another have still 7 months for your CAT. We'll add another 300 to 400 hours. So probably before your CAT, around 600 hours of video solutions, okay, will be available, both live and recorded. And it is up to your best interest. I think it will be your best interest. If you follow those videos, trust me, every type of case in your exam would be taken care of in my videos on Unacademy Plus. And here in Unacademy, we have a bumper offer for you running at this point of time. What is the bumper offer? The bumper offer is, if you go for a 6-month subscription now, just a 6-month subscription, we in Unacademy is going to extend your subscription, right? So you go for a 6-month subscription and we will extend your subscription till the CAT, provided you join using the code Parikshit Live. Remember, you need to use the code Parikshit Live and you get 3 benefits. Benefit A, you get 10% discount on the subscription fee. Benefit B, you enroll for just 6 months and we are going to extend your subscription till the CAT. And benefit C, this is the only and only code which gives you free mentorship on Unacademy Plus. When I say free mentorship, it's going beyond your class hours to help you with any doubts, help you with any strategy preparation, any guidance that you might need till your CAT. Okay, I think that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got to learn a lot of new strategies for the LRDI. And remember, test yourself. You need to test yourself. Where do you stand today, right? It's just not enough to prepare. Test yourself where you stand in the competition today. For that, enroll for the weekly scholarship test. And when you do so, please enroll using the code Parikshit Live. You'll be able to access this, right? And then ask a doubt feature. Anytime have a doubt, make use of the ask a doubt feature on Unacademy. Okay, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the class. And yes, 11:30 a.m., probably another 30 minutes from now, I'm taking a free LRDI session on Unacademy. It's a free class, 11:30 a.m. today, probably another 35 minutes from now. If you are there, you can join me live. 11:30 a.m. today, a free LRDI caselet on Unacademy. It's a free caselet, right? And my name is Parikshit. You can go to my profile and view this and join me live. Okay, thank you. That's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'm going to see you in my next session. Till then, stay safe. Bye for now.